laughing, there's a reason some people can make it acting. Uh-oh. 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 They seeing it. They seeing it. They seeing it. It's the new background, ladies and gentlemen, of the SJ Nation. And you know what that means. That means I'm successfully in the West. You just gotta do this and think about the California love beat anytime you show your homage, you know? Pay homage. So, I'm live from a 24-hour drive. Yes, I drove from Nebraska here. Yes, I did. Had to get all my stuff, but I got all my equipment though. That's good news. Still figuring out my whole shooting situation and stuff. As of right now, I'm gonna be right here with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm in the West Coast, if you didn't know, and I thought I'd drop this, my first video. Someone document this. Someone write this down, archive it. This was the first video that I dropped. I decided to do one that was kind of important to y'all, because y'all been hitting me up ever since this happened to react to it. Y'all been like, listen, did you see what Lord Jamar and Conway said about Eminem? You know I gotta come with the Eminem news, man. Especially because y'all want it so much. Y'all keep requesting it. So I was like, man, let me figure out what they said. They got so many people over here asking me about my take and my opinion on it. First of all, let me start this up by saying Conway is fire. Anybody who uses baking soda to fluff a brick, that's almost GOAT tier. I'm just saying. You talking spicy like that, that's almost GOAT tier. I'm just saying. And also, I know it's fun and it's cute to disrespect Lord Jamar, you know what I mean? Because he goes at Eminem, and Eminem fans, you know, will do that, but we're not going to disrespect Jamar just for the sake of disrespecting him. If he says some wild shit, we going to though. So, first of all, shout out to Vlad TV. Shout out to DJ Vlad for getting this interview. I am but a... Oh, no wonder. Hold up. Yeah, my autofocus was on. Hold up. Is the manual focus working now? Wait a minute. I don't like how that's... Well, I feel like it's not focused. What happened? Is it focused? It's not in... Why is it not in focus? Is this I can't tell if it's in focus, guys, so... Hold on. There we go. Manual focus. Nah, that's what it is. That's the problem. Auto. There we go. Anyway, my bad. Had to get the settings right, you know what I mean? New place, new me. I still don't think it's in focus. Maybe it is. Anyway, y'all tell me if it looks straight or if it looks a little out of focus. So, I had to clip this. Lord Jamar, Conway actually talking about what Lord Jamar said about Eminem. So, mind y'all, Conway is Eminem's artist. Ready, set, go. Go.
So, I asked him what he thought about the whole thing.
This is Vlad, Mr. Spicy himself, Mr. Get anybody to say the most incriminating stuff about themselves ever. Mr. I didn't send you to jail, but I definitely didn't hesitate to leave the breadcrumbs for the next man to send you. I'm just saying. They're talking about Conway and when he asked him the question
about Eminem, you know, you saying Eminem is a guest in the House of Hip Hop.
We're going to stop it right there. Now, if you don't know, if you've been under a rock, Lord Jamar said that white people are guests in the House of Hip Hop because hip hop is a black culture. Excuse me. I don't see any foul in that. I don't see any. He ain't said nothing crazy so far. It is a black art form, and if we've gotten to the point where we're afraid to say that, y'all must not know what channel you on. Yeah, no, that's 100% fact. Yeah, and that doesn't mean that goes one way. There's a lot of cultures in which, um, it might not be stereotypically, or not even stereotypically. It might not be of our culture. For instance, golf, hockey, country music. Black people are the guests. Then I don't even know about country music, but okay, let's go ahead.
As well as
I will say this: I find it quite odd that people who think that that's an offensive statement. Like, yeah, you're gonna be the guest sometimes, bro. You didn't create everything, and people think that that means that white people are the guests of everything. No, just the things they didn't create. Just like black people will be the guests in cultures that they didn't create. You know what I mean? All right. Just had to make that clear.
saying that people like yourself don't sit around and listen to Eminem songs.
Black people. That's what
they don't put him. Which is what
he was trying to say. Black people. Run that back. Matter of fact, black people. I'll break it down.
people like yourself don't sit around and listen to Eminem songs. Which is,
People like yourself. Black. Just say black people. Just say when we were talking about how black people don't listen to Eminem. My son said people like you. I feel like that's more offensive than just saying black person.
they don't put him. Which is why you don't put him on a certain level. So his answer was a little bit surprising.
This is Conway's answer.
I'm sure.
He puts Nas and Jay-Z up there, but not Eminem. He admits it.
And I agree. I'm from the hood, and I'm in the hood.
There you go.
And niggas don't. There's nobody in the hood that's riding around to an Eminem album.
Let me pause right here, because I'm sure this is the part that got people upset. This is the part that got people sick to their stomach. Listen, I'm gonna put it this way. Let me put it this way. First of all, I think a lot of people might have, because I had to look at this. I'll be honest. I had to look at this before I did the review to make sure what he said. I think a lot of people cut it off right here or misconstrued what he said right here as a diss. This is not a diss. He did not diss Eminem at all in any way, any shape or form. Like, literally, there is no diss there. He is saying a fact. And then here's the wildest part to me. How can you tell him, my bad, my bad, y'all, battery died, so I had to make sure that was straight. Anyway, so let's run it back. Where were we at? Run it back a little bit.
There's nobody in the hood that's riding around to an Eminem album. That's just facts.
That's what he said.
Okay, so we're going to stop right here. We're going to pause right here, because I already know a lot of y'all took offense to this. A lot of y'all, oh, Conway's disloyal. Oh, why did Conway do this? I don't like Conway. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. This is weird to me. Because how is anything that he said false? Like, how is anything he said not just his truth? Here's the thing that kills me the most is there's going to be majority of the people who are going to argue this are not from the hood. That's the wildest part. Like, that's the thing that I've started to look at a little bit more is like, where are some of these people from that are always saying that everything that somebody says, because Conway did not say people in the hood hate Eminem. He did not say people in the hood think Eminem is whack. People in the hood whatever this down the third. He's literally telling you, as somebody from a hood, specifically from a hood, he's the best person to be able to tell you this. He's telling you people in this neighborhood do not ride around listening to Eminem. And I don't think that that's the craziest statement to make. It throws me off a little bit simply because I think that certain people were trying to find offense more than there was actual offense in it. Because low key, he actually ends up defending M in this point. Let's just, if this is the elephant in the room, let's just say this, bro. I'm a huge M fan, right? His newer stuff, not that much of a fan of, right? Not as much as his older stuff. I still think he's one of the greatest lyricists to ever touch a microphone, but here's the thing. Are we going to pretend that people in the hood listen to him? Are we going to pretend like that's his demographic? Are we going to pretend that we think M thinks that people in the hood bump his music? Like, y'all remember when Gucci Mane said that they'll ride around bumping out with that old lady? And I had said, well, somebody's riding around bumping at the old lady, right? It's almost like everybody who got mad at Conway for saying this did not see that video or missed the point of that video completely. Okay, Gucci Mane saying I don't ride around listening to my old lady is a fact. It's a fact, right? That wasn't a joke. When I said, well, look at his numbers, somebody's old lady's bumping him, it's also true. I feel like certain people think that in order to be good, one, everybody's gotta like you. Two, if anybody isn't on your side, then that means you're whack. If you can't get 100% of the people to love you 100% of the time, then for some reason people take that as a gripe. Like, I'm pretty sure M knows the people that he does not appeal to. He doesn't market to those people. He doesn't brand his stuff towards them. And if you could honestly see Conway, a dude who has a bullet lodged in his head and he permanently got a face cocked back because of it, if you really think someone will open up his verse with, hey, yo, I use baking soda to fluff up my brick, was coming up bumping M on the regular, that's no. But that doesn't mean that nobody was. That does not take away any of his numbers, doesn't take away any of M's accolades. And that doesn't make Conway disloyal. He's telling you the truth. This is the problem with hip hop. Like, people just want this to be reading rainbows so bad. People want this to be kumbaya, my lord, so bad. Everybody got to be friends. Listen, this is hip hop. We give our honest opinions. It doesn't matter. If Conway was to just be... That's why I kind of feel like Royce be fake sometimes, because Royce has openly said, I'll never say anything bad about M, which is cool. Understood. I understand that. I understand what you're going, because that's your man's in him. But I also feel like if in order to be somebody's man's in him, you can't say when they do something wrong, and I know he could be like, well, not publicly, and that's his prerogative. That's where I could understand you don't say it publicly. But it just seems weird, even when he does something wrong in lieu of trying to help, you actually try to make it worse by, what's it called? Enabling almost, right? So this doesn't make him disloyal. This makes him one of the most honest people that I've seen be interviewed and asked about. He don't like that stuff. He didn't grow up listening to it. It doesn't even mean that he hadn't even said, because I just jumped out of the window, he didn't even say he didn't like it. But let's keep going.
I'm sure Eminem know that. You know what I'm saying? He okay with that.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing that threw me off, where everybody's like, Screw, you gotta talk about it. Screw, did you see what Conway? He's literally telling you, no, people in the hood don't listen to Eminem. That's a fact. M knows that. That's also a fact. He probably doesn't care as much as, well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. In hip hop, you do want that, but still, like, it's not affecting. It's this. People in the hood have never been listening to him like that. Maybe in the beginning, but here's the thing that throws me off. Do you think people who listen to EDM listen to J. Cole? Probably not, right? Does that mean that J. Cole's album sold less now than it actually did? Does that mean that he's whacker? No. So why everybody listen, if you try to make everybody happy, you end up just making everybody mad. That's another screw gem y'all can hold.
I mean, but my my thing is this though. Like when people have an opinion or they feel how they feel about some shit in hip hop. Hip hop is the only shit where you can't really say how you feel.
That's a factoid, factology, facto. Why does it seem like, I don't know, maybe I just am trying to bring hip hop back to like competition. Maybe that's why every time I do a verse, people are, oh, he's dissing somebody, because I just be so aggressive and I don't be afraid to say names and use people's names as punchlines and stuff like that, because I don't bite my tongue. People be writing lyrics and then going back, they write the actual lyrics they want, then they revise it and then they give the puss version. And that's usually what you end up hearing. With me, it's just no filter. I just say what I want to say. And by the way, y'all definitely gonna think I did somebody else on this upcoming music. I ain't. The song with me and Randolph, Saturday, me and Randolph. Anyway, yeah, like Conway saying, stop. Like y'all got. This is supposed to be hip hop, right? This is supposed to be where the battle lives, right? This is supposed to be where a gladiator sport, right? So why can't Conway be able to tell you the truth? Now he could be like Royce and find a nice way of saying this, or just straight up lie. But what does that get him at the end of the day? I feel like someone like M would respect this more.
And it's okay. Like now it's like these interviews and this shit being highlighted and brought up on these blogs and this and that. It's just a big deal. Oh, you heard what your Lord Jamar said about Eminem, and this is what Eminem said this back in return. What?
Vlad don't even low-key realize that Conway giving him shots. He ain't even peeped the glizzy come off the hip and bing, bing, bing. He taking shots at you. He literally pointing at these interviews. Nigga, you be ruining. Like, hey, if I was like, hold up, what you mean these interviews? No, I wouldn't, because Conway living with a whole slug in the back of his head. I don't think that's the one you want problems with.
Think about that, like, I don't mind nobody having an opinion.
Me neither.
I don't mind nobody having an opinion.
And you shouldn't either, man. Hip hop's about the debate, bro. I hate how rabid people be sometimes and how quick they be to try to Listen, no matter how much you don't like Conway or you don't understand Conway, Conway is dope. No matter how much you don't like what he said, he still signed to Eminem. Eminem, and if you're a rapper, up and coming rapper, and Eminem's like your favorite rapper, just know Eminem probably rocks with Conway more than he rocks with you. More than he'll ever rock with you. And I feel like I need to say that because I feel like people are sometimes feel like they're taking up for somebody. Like that's how they want. Like, no, this is a signed artist. I'm pretty sure that man is smart enough to know he probably didn't grow up on the Eminem show.
What Jamar was saying was facts, and what Eminem was saying is rebuttal is facts.
Yeah.
Those things can both be true at the same time. That's what he's saying. Go ahead, Conway.
Eminem is very for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
And then and I know everybody who got mad at this and sent me this, y'all stopped watching before this part. So let me run it back. I know for 100% fact, y'all just chose, as soon as you heard him give an honest opinion about M, that wasn't what you liked. I know that with the anger that y'all came in my inbox with, and then after watching, I'm like, yo, you couldn't have watched the last 10 seconds. There's no way. Listen.
Eminem is very for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did what can't too many people say he did. Shit. Blew up, put his homeboys on first.
Hold up. Hold on. Hold up. So he ends it out by saying Eminem is very for the culture. He did what a lot of people couldn't even say they attempted. He got on and put his people on. Yo, y'all gonna stop listening, and because I noticed this with Bang, and I only noticed this with diehard like the stands, because the stands don't be fans of hip hop, they be fans of Eminem. And I saw people calling Conway whack, right? And I'd be like, bro, listen. Like I said, man, the worst thing, the main reason people do not like M is because of how the worst part of his fan base be like, man. You know what I mean? The people that I've seen all kinds of the fandom, from the worst to the coolest. Like, I like the people who you can have an honest debate about anything with. There's no Jay-Z's my favorite artist. You know what I mean? I would never say I was a stan of another person, but I would definitely, that's probably as close as it gets. And if Jay-Z does something wrong and you show me it's wrong and you justify how it's wrong, I'm not going to sit there and try to fight you and try to convince you it's right. What are we doing here? Conway did nothing wrong. He bigged up Eminem. He agreed with Lord Jamar, but he also agreed with M. Both of those things can be true at the same time. Jamar, keep doing what you're doing. Conway, keep doing what you're doing. And M, keep doing what you're doing. M and Conway, man, listen. Stay this genuine, Conway. Don't let nobody sway you. Because most people around M like that would be way too scared to say that. And that's why I always say the worst part be that I feel like Eminem's biggest downfall to me is I think he has a lot of yes men. Way too many. Because there be certain things that be flying that I'm like, bro, M would not have let that fly in 99, 2000, 2003. Put in the comment section what you think. Do you think Conway's a traitor? Or do you think he's being honest and telling his truth? Hey, nobody from the hood, which is my hood. When they say the hood, they talking about their hood. Listen to M. Unless you better be from Buffalo, and you better be from the same hood he from. If you're gonna try to tell me that, nah, he hating, he lying. Let me figure it out. But like I always say, yeah, the people in the hood aren't listening, but when you look at the numbers, somebody definitely is. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.